Hello and welcome to the Z Hut. I'm Jay, and today I'm going to show you how you can make your own peel and stick sanding pads for either a detail sander like this here. This is a Ryobi detail sander, or the peel and stick pads for like your random orbit sanders and sanding discs and pretty much any type of sander where it's a peel and stick. If it's a Velcro backed, that's going to be another video, so make sure to subscribe if you're looking for that. That's coming up, but probably still watch this. I'm pretty sure you'll find this information useful. Now, as you can see, for this demonstration, we're going to be making some little triangle discs for the Ryobi, but it's a similar process for doing your oh god, I keep forgetting the name of them. Random orbit sander. Sorry about that. I've got one of them too. At the end, towards the end of the video, I'll go over super quick just the minor difference to do those, but it's going to be very similar. But I got this Ryobi here, and the store-bought pads for this. I mean, you don't get a lot of them now. You can go on like eBay and get a lot of them, and they're not horribly expensive. But what I have here is a package of sandpaper. There's 15 sheets. There's 4 different types of grit. We got 60, 100, 150, and 240. Now just imagine how many of them pads out of each sheet you can get. You get 1, and you get 2, 3, 4, 2, about 4, about 12. Maybe 16, depends the size. It's going to be about between 12 and 16. I paid $1.49 for 15 sheets. So that's, figure 8 times 15. That's a lot of pads. That's a lot of pads. Like I said, I got this for $1.49, and this is the El Cheapo Chinesium sanding paper. I got this local Unclaimed Freight. I haven't even opened it yet. But they also had some more expensive stuff. I should have gotten some of that too. I'll probably go back in the next day or two. But it was $3.49 or something like that, and it was 100 sheets of 3M. The only thing was it was just one particular grit. But they had selection of 4 different. So I'll probably go back in the next day or two and pick one of each of them up. I wasn't thinking while I'm there. But for today, I've got some of these scraps. Now this here is just some sandpaper. Back many years ago, I worked at this company, and across the street was a sandpaper factory, and I raided the dumpster. So I've still got, and this was probably like 20 years ago, I've still got a small selection. So what I did is I took and cut a piece off of here, and then I cut that into 2 squares. As you can see, which way is it? Okay, that way. This isn't a completely even triangle. It's wider one way than the other. As you can see, I cut it to fit. And to do that, I just used a straight edge and a razor blade and just cut it from the back side. And you can try a scissors, but don't use one that you care about. Then we're also going to need double-faced tape. You want the cheap stuff. Do not go and buy the expensive 3M stuff for this. You want the cheap stuff that doesn't stick really good, because you want it just to stick long enough to work, not to permanently adhere. Now this one I put on a couple days ago. As you can see, it peels off not too bad, and I can even stick it back on. That's the nice thing too. If you're switching grits, you can take and peel this off and put it back on a couple times in a row. So I'm probably going to save that one. It'll pull it off. Now the two-sided tape isn't quite as wide as this, but I didn't feel it isn't necessary to cover all the way. You want from the front to the back. That's where it's important. So I already cut a piece and I put it on here. This is the tricky part, it's getting it started. There we go. Peel it off, and as you can see, we're not missing that much on there. And there we go. It's on. Now you can just go like that and use it, or if you're really that picky, You can take your razor blade, trim it off. I've done it both ways. It kind of depends what kind of detailed sanding you're doing. But there you go. Replacement pad. It sticks, good enough for sanding, easy enough to peel off. Works great. This roll of two-phase tape, I can't remember how many feet. There's probably enough in here to do most of this package. So you're talking, figure worst case scenario, if you had to buy 2 rolls of this tape, and this was 99 cents a roll at Unclaimed Freight, your dollar store, you're probably leaning more towards the $2. You want the cheapest you can find. Do not buy 3M or name brand. And then whatever quality sandpaper you can come up with. I mean, the higher quality like this is going to last longer. But this is cheap. It's affordable. I mean, it's still, you're talking how many hundreds of pads that you're going to get for less than $5 when you'd normally buy a package, what, $5? Maybe you get 15 of them pads, maybe. And they're most likely all going to be the same grit, or well, maybe you can get variety packs. Don't know. I got this sander at a garage sale. Never bought pads. I just came home, made my own. Now for the random orbit, let me grab. Now I actually have a big box of the sanding discs for this. This one here probably is junk. It's just on there to protect the cushion. All you do with that is you take and you cut a piece. I don't know if this, wow, this stuff I could actually make one out of it. You just put it on there, figure out your size, you know, cut it off. Then take your two-phase tape. It would take 3 rows. Put it on there, pull your backing off, stick it on, take your razor blade, trim around the edge. Bam, you're good to go. That's how easy it is. Now what I do, now for this sander, I would probably, to prep them, I would cut the squares and put the tape on, and then when I go to use it, I would just cut it. Because it works better to stick it on before you cut it. That's the same thing with these pads I'm going to be making for this. I will just cut the squares. I will put the two-phase tape on it and make a pile. And actually, once I'm done filming this video, that's what I'm going to do is go through and probably make a few out of this, because this is more for like metal. I don't use it a lot, this thing a lot for metal. Usually it's more for like the PVC and plastic stuff. So I'll probably go through and do one of each of the sheets on this of the grit. Probably make like 4 or 8 more of these. Put the tape on, then put them in a Ziploc bag in the tool cabinet with this. And then when I need to go to use it, all I got to do is peel the tape, stick it on there, fold it over, or cut it off. I'm not sitting there cutting all the pieces, measuring it. I mean, it only takes a moment to peel the tape, stick it on, and trim it, which is a lot quicker than having to stop, get out a sheet of sandpaper, go through the whole process. You already have them pretty much ready to go. I think that's about it, what we need to go over for this video. Like I said at the beginning, I am going to be doing a video. Let me grab it here. I've got this Black & Decker. I picked this up at a garage sale for $3. I've tested it. It does work, but it didn't come with a battery. I'm waiting for the battery to come in. It was also missing this tip. I ordered one of them on eBay. I mean, $3, the thing is like in new shape. I figured, you know, buying the battery. And I also got a drill too. Well, that's sitting over there somewhere. But I'm going to get one battery because the drill is what I wanted the most, to have a second drill. These are 18 volt. I've actually got a 14.4 volt set of the Black & Decker Firestorms. I've got the reciprocating saw, the skill saw, the flashlight, the drill, the whole set. But it didn't come with a sander, and I thought this was cool. Unfortunately, it was a different battery, but still worth ordering. I'm getting this. But then I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a adapter instead of using the Velcro, I'm getting some Velcro that'll stick on here, and then I'm using a couple other things which we'll go over in the video. If I tell it all to you now, well, there'd be no point for you to go check out that video, but you'll want to check it out because it's going to be pretty cool. Now, I did check, and they don't make an adapter for some of your random orbit sanders, disc sanders. They have the Velcro, and you can get an adapter to go from the Velcro to peel and stick. This, I do believe from the research I did, takes the same sheets as the Black & Decker mouse, which is a sander that plugs into the wall, where this is just the cordless version. So I'm not going to buy those overpriced pads. They were actually on eBay. They weren't that bad of a price, but for what I can make them for what I would pay for one, I could make 10, and they'll be just as good. So make sure to check that video out. Subscribe, because it will be, it's going to probably be close to a month after I put this video up before I'll have this one ready, because I got to get all the stuff, put it together, make sure it works first, and then we'll go over it and how to build it and all that. So just subscribe. So, all right, well, with that, we'll wrap this up. So I would like to say thank you for joining us here at the Z Hut today. I hope you found this information useful. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. I would appreciate it big time. So with that, we'll just say have a great day. And, well, remember, have fun building.